third one of the day. No good. And a battle to get the ball in bounds, and it's going to stay at the end of this score with the Lions.
That's actually his fourth missed shot of the day. I mean, the offense just totally out of sync, and that was a smart move by Coach Briggs right there, just taking him out of the game. I mean, after the first two, I'd probably think to make a move, but after the last two, where he could have dribbled inside. I mean, he's athletic enough to get inside and make a layup.
Well, now Young drives in, left-handed floater off the glass, no good, but we have a foul down low. It'll be a two-shot attempt. Listen who they got the foul on. I go against number 32, that's Sean Higley, for his first personal foul of the day. Young at 6'4", a junior. First one rattles in. So the Lions now, almost 4 minutes into the first half, finally get on the board.
Very uncharacteristic for these guys.
Yeah, 2-1 your score. Young, second of two on its way, takes a couple of dribbles. Nothing but the bottom of the net. So Young picks up his first 2 points on a pair of free throws. Gets the Lions knotted up at 2. Trail Schaff will inbound it now for the Vikings as he gets it over to Butch Ray. Ray, a 6-foot junior, dribbles it up, actually races it up the court, dribbling with the right hand, finds a slip in the defense, and he gets it to lay in. 4-2 your score, 4:21 left to go, first period. Decker now brings it up, working left to right, will hand it off near side to Bailey. Back up top to Young, swings it over far side, now is Maine. Lions really trying to get another offense. Young had a 3, thought about it, shot punt, now drives into the lane, and goes through a couple of defenders, and he's going to get whistled for a charge. It's a good call right there.
Yeah, that was a good call by the officials on that. And that was just great rotation on the defense. There was a lot of movement, down near the baseline, but that was a great job by Topeka-Seaman just to rotate over. And that's one of the things you definitely want to do on offense against a team that uses a lot of motion. Rotate, keep guys moving, and that was, executing the charge right there.
Indeed. Young picks up his second personal foul right there. Third team foul so far for the Lions. Now the Vikings will bring it up working right to left. It'll be Tyler Ward, swings it up top to Trail. Trail Chaffee now down low. Butch Ray kicks it back out to Chaffee. Once again, 3 on its way. Nothing but the bottom of the net from the left wing. 6-2 your score. Nice shot by Trail Chaffee. Lions ball, 3:37 left to go first period. Decker hands it off left wing. Now a shot on its way as that one rattles in, I believe, for number 25 and Lucas Maine. Ray on the other side finds a bounce pass, no good. Battle for the ball underneath, going the other way for the Lions. Maine has it stolen away as Tyler Ward poked it away for the Vikings.
And that was a great defensive play right there. Getting the ball in transition, really just knocking the ball down. And, once again, they have a chance to extend their lead.
3:11 left to go here first period. Shot on the way, nothing but the bottom of the net. Tyler Ward from 15 feet out, and quickly Lansing has to call a timeout before they start to fall behind by a lot in this one.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you definitely want to do is, and this crowd is already feeling it. With the entire game, the entire 5 minutes of this one, they have been playing very, very sloppy. I mean, just when you think they're starting to get things going, they commit a turnover, or they're getting beat in transition. I mean, this Topeka-Seaman team, they might not look fast, but when they're getting the ball down the court, these guys are constantly moving around, getting guys lost on the offense.
Indeed they are. Your score here from Topeka-Seaman High School, 8-4 in favor of the home team, the Vikings. They have sprinted out early and often. Took Lansing about 3.5 minutes to get on the board. That's where we sit now, though. Foul problems have been a little bit of an issue for both teams.
Yeah, both teams playing physical, fast. I mean, the team that really kind of slows down the tempo and makes this is able to play at their pace is going to win this ball game.
Maine will bring it up, working left to right. Now right wing now is Maine trying to call out the play. Man-to-man defense for the Vikings. Overhead pass down low. Now it takes one hip and a hop, and he can't get it. Chris Jones missed it. Now battling for the ball down low. We're going the other way for the Vikings. They're up 8-4 here with 2:38 left to go. Now Ray, top of the key, right-handed dribble, looking for something, doesn't have anything. Going to take it down low to be Miller. Backs his man down, no good. And Jones trying to keep it in bounds. They'll stay at this end of the floor for the Vikings. 8-4 your score, 2:28 left to go here first period. Vikings have led the entire way. Miller out top, swings it, and Colombo now down low. Entry pass down low, picked off by the Vikings, or by the Lions, and I'll stay at this another 4 for the Vikings, as Isaiah Gree was just unable to go down and get that one.
Yeah, and really that was kind of a lazy effort on that play. He could have really just picked that up, gotten some offense going, but all of a sudden the ball just goes under his legs, and he's just kind of looking around like, there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, but still, you got to make some type of an effort, and I think that's what Coach Briggs was looking for on that play.
Well, they've been able to do quite a bit here in the early autumn, then lead it by 4. 8-4 your score here, 2:21 left to go first period. My name is Aaron Berlin, joined alongside by Andrew Hammond here for today's game. Entry pass down low to Willer, going to find a streaky Colombo, big block by Lansing. They'll stay at this another 4 once again, and we'll set it back up.
And one of the things I am impressed by with Lansing is, they're letting Topeka-Seaman get to the rack, but you know what? They're making them earn every single basket tonight.
Miller now left elbow, swings it up top to Chaff. Chaff takes one dribble and picks it up, looking for someone. Now finds Colombo streaking. Right-handed dribble is Colombo. Kicks it back out to Higley. Back out to Colombo. 3 on its way. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Colombo got it. The junior at 6'1".
And these kids are feeling it right now. Right now, Lansing on the ropes a little bit, has to get some easy baskets and get back in the ball game.
Colombo's got 6 and now a streaking. Khalil Bailey gets that one to fall. 11-6 your score. Bailey with his first 2 points of the day. Now Miller, left block, takes one dribble inside, doesn't have anything, hands it off to Higley. Shot off the back iron, no good. And Miller knocked it out of bounds with the left hand. Up and down pace here in the first period, and we still have 1:30 left to go.
Yeah, this one, even though it's 11-6, it has been a very active 11-6. The crowd's getting into it, the players. Really, it's just kind of feeling each other out right now. It's kind of a fast-paced game. If somebody can slow down the pace and play some effective basketball, that's the team that can really take control of this game.
Tyler Ward will check in for the Vikings. Decker, 3 on its way. Had some time to think about it. Hits off the back iron. No good.
He hit the stanchion up
Battling for the ball down low, and I think it's going to stay with the Vikings on the alternate possession.
On that play, really just offensively so far, forcing the shots. He had so much time to think about it. He had so much time to think he should have passed it.
Ryan Colombo inbounded for the Vikings, 94 feet away from its own basket. Lucas Mine will apply a little bit of pressure for the Lions going against Butch Ray. And our right wing is Ray. It's almost trapped by Lucas Mine. Now near side, it'll be Ward. Doesn't have anything. Shot put back up by Higley. Battle down low. Chris Jones comes away with it, but we're going to have a foul down low. 5th personal foul on the Vikings.
It looks like they will call that one on number 11, Tyler Ward.
Yeah, they got Tyler Ward on it. His first personal foul. 15 foul for the Vikings. Mine brings it up, working left to right, going against Ward, the guy who just picked up the foul. So now Gree with it in the corner, swings it up top to Decker. He tried a 3 this last time out, couldn't get anything. Lions now, 40 seconds left to go on the clock as Khalil Bailey drives into the lane, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, one of the things that Topeka-Seaman can definitely run into, you're talking about the foul situation, is every time they're going baseline, but they're going in the paint, they're getting doubled every single time. So if there's any type of contact and those guys aren't set, you can take it to the rack every time and draw the personal foul.
Bailey with 2 points on the day. First free throw up and good. He gets that one to fall as it didn't even touch any part of the rim. 11-7 your score now in favor of the home team and Topeka-Seaman. Vikings have fought hard so far here today. Second one by Bailey, takes the scenic route but doesn't fall through. 35 seconds left to go on the game clock. 11-7 your score in favor of the Vikings. Let's see if they hold for the last possession. Ward now in the corner, guarded by Gree, kicks it back out. 15 feet out is Sean Higley. Shot on the way, no good. Decker comes away with a rebound. 21 on the shot clock, and the Lions will walk it across the timeline. Under 15 seconds left to go. Mine waits for the call from head coach Rod Briggs. Team 2-0 on the year, but they trail here 11-7 first period. Now Gree, 5 seconds left to go, finds a streaking Decker, battle for the ball, and a neat block. Now on its way is Bailey, and he's going to be fouled. 2 shots for the junior.
Yeah, on that play, that was just great awareness by Bailey, just getting the basketball, saw the ball on the ground, and then he just goes up and, tries to get some type of contact like we were talking about in the last possession, and, hey, that's the result of it.
Correction, Bailey just a sophomore, but he's played more like a junior and an upperclassman here in this one. Haley takes a couple of dribbles, bends the knees on the first one, no good as it rattles out. 2 seconds left to go on the play clock. 11-7 your score in favor of the Vikings. Again, this is the first of back-to-back games for the Lions. They will play tomorrow night at a 7:30 contest at Lawrence Free State.
And that'll be an even more electric atmosphere on 810varsity.com.
Yeah, you can catch it right here. Now Colombo, full court heave, no good, and it hits off the Viking sign on the left part of the gym. But Seaman came out, they did what they wanted to in the first 8 minutes. Let's see if they can carry that into the second quarter.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm really impressed by with Topeka-Seaman. You know, they're not afraid to throw the haymakers with the Lansing Lions, but it's going to be tested because Lansing really started to pick up some steam near the end of the first quarter.
Citizens National Bank has sponsored the Leavenworth Invitational since 1995. Citizens National Bank is a family-owned, independent financial services organization with a strong commitment to the communities which we serve. Locations with 24-hour ATMs in Leavenworth and Lansing, as well as online banking. Citizens is a proud sponsor of both Leavenworth and Lansing webcasts this season. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC. Well, as we approach the second quarter, your score here on 810varsity.com, 11-8 your score in favor of the home team, Topeka-Seaman, a team that came into this game 0-3, trying to get that first win on the year.
Yeah, and one of the things I talked about in pregame is they're an 0-3, but a dangerous 0-3. I mean, they're one of these teams that this atmosphere has been electric from the start, and it's going to continue. So if you're Lansing, you definitely have to kind of stand aside, quiet the crowd a little bit, because these guys have been, active, and this is truly your first road test. So that's one thing you want to do is play effective and play smart. And near the end of the first quarter, they were doing that.
Lions poke it away, battle for the ball underneath. Hendricks comes away with it now, 15 feet out. It's going to be stolen away by Decker on the entry pass down low. Lions ahead the floor. Ward comes up with a steal. Left-handed dribble for Ward. 2-on-1. Ward lays it in off the window. For 13-8 your score. Tyler Ward has played fabulous here in the first half. Lions look perplexed right now.
Well, right now, I would say they're hydroplaning. It's like when you're on the road and you're in a car and the wheels are you're kind of going too fast. You need to slow down a little bit.
Haley with the floater right there. 7:14 left to go first half. 13-10 your score after Bailey enters with the two of his own. So now Ray left wing, hands it up top to Hendricks just outside the three-point line. Hendricks backs his man in, hands it off to Ryan Colombo. Colombo drives into the lane, and he's going to be fouled, and they're going to call a charge on Ryan Colombo. It could have gone the other way. Mike Miller was the man who takes the charge.
I know we have the screen right here, but on that play, I would like to see the replay of that one. He might have gotten away with not being set in time on that one, so you could have easily called a block. But the officials right there, that's a sight and judgment call.
Decker drives baseline, kicks it out to Gree. 3 on the way. Yes, he got it. 6:44 left to go. 13-13.
Kind of went through Elijah Johnson slump on the three right there, but he finally hit one, so maybe he can get in the groove a little bit.
Well, you keep shooting, good things are bound to happen. That's what they tell shooters. Just continue to shoot. Colombo now shot up, 12 feet out, no good. Battle for the rebound underneath. Yes, he got it. Mason Miller, the senior, at 6'2". 6:22 left to go. 15-13 your score in favor of the Topeka-Seaman Vikings. Lansing's come out hot here in the second quarter, though. Mine dribbles it out up top, swings it up top. Now Green thought about a three, no good. Bailey going to try one now, left wing. Back iron, battle for the rebound underneath. It's going to go the other way for the Vikings. Here comes Ward as he's going to decide to slow things out as he realized the Lions had numbers. Now Miller puts one up, no good. Hendricks with the rebound, right-handed lay-in, no good. Partially blocked, though, by Bailey. And here come the Lions once again. And now past a diving Ryan Colombo. That one almost was stolen away. Junior has played well.
Yeah, and both these teams are they're hydroplaning right now. I mean, both these teams need to slow down because, a few mistakes and all of a sudden it goes from a 2-point lead to being an 8 to even 12-point lead.
Yeah, it does. Vikings have maintained their lead here so far today. They have led the entire way. Lansing with a chance to go to the line and tie things up, though. Isaiah Gree has taken 6 3-pointers here. shot try for him has pretty much looked X's all the way except for that one. Three's first of 2 on its way. He gets that one to fall and pulls his Lions within 1. 3 now, it's 4 points. 1 3-pointer on the day. Bree spins the ball in his hands, bends the knees. Second one on its way. It rattles in. Now we're all tied up. Bree with 5 points on the day. 5:43 left to go. Second quarter of play, all knotted up at 15 apiece. 8 fouls, though, for the Vikings. That's going to plague them the rest of the way. Vikings with the ball. Ward kicks it up top. Right wing now is Heel. Or correction, Butch. Now it's going to be Ward near side. Hands it off down low to Higler. Ward going to try a 3 from the corner. Hits out the front rim. Going the other way for the Lions. It'll be Gree trying to control the ball down the near side.
He did a great job of doing that. Could have got it knocked away. Could have started traveling, but he did a great job on ball control.
Just over 5 minutes left to go. Here's second quarter of play. Sieg now hands it off. It'll be near side now is Gibson. Inbounds to Mike Miller. He's going to be fouled down low. And if so, that's the 9th team foul on the Vikings so far. Still in a 1-on-1 situation, though, are the Lions. Let's see who they got. They got number 32 and Sean Egley. That's his second personal foul on the day. Mike Miller toes the lines for the Lions. The big man. The first one on its way. Sinks it through.
And they get their first lead of the evening. And really, that's definitely a confidence boost because at one point, you know, the wheels were kind of falling off and they were kind of spinning out of control. But that was a good job by the coaching staff and Coach Briggs of really slowing these guys down and getting the ball inside.
Miller, a senior at 6'5". Can't get the second one to fall, though. The Lions now lead it 16-15, their first lead of the day. Down low now is Mason Miller, and he almost had it poked away. Back up top to Ray. Vikings really need to settle things down here as Lansing has come on late. Ward now in the corner, gets a screen by Ray. Down low to Miller, tries nothing, kicks it back out to Ray. Head fake by Ray, down low to Mason Miller. Spin move, fit away, shot off the back iron. No good, Lions come away with it. Dante Gibson had the rebound. Gibson trying to go coast to coast, kicks it back out to Sieg. Long 3 on the way. No good. Hits off the left hand, going the other way for the Vikings.
These guys like the long distance bombs. Hopefully, if they were to go in, maybe they like them a little more.
Well, Butch Ray drives in, kicks it out to Ward. Now Miller 15 feet out. Can't get that one to rattle in. Battle for it down low. Hendricks back out to Miller on the shot, and he's going to be fouled. And I think they got number 32 and Chris Jones on the foul. And if so, that's just his first personal foul of the day.
Yeah, one thing the Vikings
got him on a push.
Yeah, one thing the Vikings are impressing me with on offense is the fact that they're getting those mid-range jumpers that are it's you know really between the free throw line and the basket. They're getting wide open shots. They just need to knock them down. I mean, they're leaving about 6 points on the board so far.
Hendricks' Miller's first free throw attempt is no good as it hits off the back iron. A couple of substitutions on our way for the Lions as Khalil Bailey will check back in. Same with Cameron Decker and Eddie Hunt. Hunt has saw some minutes of the first period, hasn't seen much here in the second quarter of play. Miller toes the line, takes a couple of practice dribbles, bends the knees, second one on its way, rims out, ripped down by Eddie Hunt, the sophomore at 6'7". Lions team definitely has some height, don't they?
Yeah, they got some height and some athleticism on the inside. But one of the things I am impressed with Topeka-Seaman is the fact that they are staying with these guys on the inside. Even though they are kind of getting away with a couple of holds, they are still kind of really holding their own.
Good ball rotation right there. Hunt drives baseline, kisses it off the glass, and gets it to fall.
That's a man move.
Nice shot by Eddie Hunt, able to put it on the floor and get the deuce. 18-15 your score now. Miller in low, gets it to fall, and keeps his team within 1. 18-7 your score, 3:30 left to go, second quarter of play. Now near side will be Gibson, kicks it down low, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Sean Higley. He'll stay at this end of the floor with the Vikings.
Yeah, one of the things I really want to see Lansing do right now is kind of spread out the possessions a little bit. Even though sometimes you're taught to take that first shot, see if you can get a better shot because the first shot's not always the best one.
3:19 left to go. Shot on the way by Mine, no good. Eddie Hunt comes away with a rebound. Second one on its way, no good. Hunt gets his own rebound, kisses it off the window, no good. Battle underneath. Third time's the charm maybe for Hunt. Now kicks it out the main for a 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Lucas Mine, nice 3 ball.
And that's the worst feeling if you're Topeka-Seaman on that play. You let 3 bunnies go down. You figure you can get the rebound. Even worse, you're down 4 with that nice 3.
Mine's highest on the year is 13 points. He got that nice 3 ball right there, though. 2:48 left to go. Now it'll be Ray. Drives into the lane, going against Mine. No good. Rebound underneath. Battle for it. Comes up with it. And now Butch Ray's going to get it in the corner. Ryan Colombo gets a screen, drives into the lane, kisses it off the back iron, no good. Miller gets the rebound, and he's fouled. They're going to get Darian Sieg for his second personal foul of the day.
And right now, the Vikings definitely need to slow it down on offense. Even though they're making this Lansing team run, they're running out of energy themselves on these possessions. So you got guys just kind of standing around, kind of, sucking wind a little bit, and all of a sudden they got to go back and try and get some rebounds.
Well, they got to make their free throws if they're going to get back into this one. Miller misses his 3rd consecutive free throw attempt, and quickly Tyler Ward will check in for the Vikings. He replaces Trail Chafe. 2:31 left to go. 21-17 your score. 9 team fouls, though, have plagued the Vikings.
Yeah, and going back to the athleticism, especially on these kind of up and down possessions, when you're going against a team that's very athletic, chances are they aren't going to run out of energy. If you try and match that energy.
Miller ends his streak of 3 consecutive misses and gets that one or out home. Team, though, still down 3, 21-18 after they led for the entire first period. Under 2:30 left to go. Here's second period. Line walks it across the timeline, working left to right. Line guarded by Butch Ray. Now they're in a man-to-man defense. They've been in it the whole time. Decker takes it near side, dribbles into the lane, 2 dribbles in, gets it to kiss off the window. Cameron Decker finally on the board.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really impressed with is their ball movement on that possession. Getting the open shot, like I was talking about the possession before, and all of a sudden, Cameron Decker with a beautiful floater.
Well, the junior Butch Ray will bring it across. Working right to left and almost tipped away by Decker. The Vikings retain possession. Ward finds a streaking Colombo, now almost lost it, has it poked away once again, gets it down to Hendricks, tries to hand it off to, I believe, Sean Higley down low. Colombo on a last-ditch effort, no good. It'll be a turnover to go the other way for the Lions.
And I feel for these kids, these Vikings from Topeka-Seaman right now. I mean, they are flying around. I mean, they're showing a lot of toughness right now, but really they have to slow it down.
Whether buying or selling your home, Lisa Reese with Coldwell Banker Realty and Sons bring professionalism with honesty, integrity, loyalty, and hard work. Lisa Reese will guide you step by step through the entire process. You can call or text her at 913-240-6004 or visit her online at lisareese.com. Well, the Lions will bring it up working left to right. They got a 5-point lead here that they've built in the second period. 1:30 left to go. Entry pass down low to Hunt. Shot fake attempt. Takes one spin move. Kicks it back out to Mine. Low pass. Mine takes a couple dribbles in the lane. On the floater. Gets it to fall.
This team is really, this is why they're showing this crowd why they're the number 6 team and really one of the top teams in 5A right now. Just a beautiful effort on the road right now.
Number 6 in the latest 810varsity.com top 25 poll. 1:05 left to go here, second period. 25-18 your score. Higley thought it and he threw it away, and he wanted Butch Ray. He was guarded by Lucas Mine now. Just a careless pass.
Yeah, and that was just an ugly possession right there. No communication at all. You got one guy looking towards the three-point line, and at the top of the key, then you have the pass going right behind him. Just not what you want right now, especially when a team like Lansing has all the momentum after you really had a chance to kind of put them on the ropes early on.
Well, Eddie Hunt had a chance to go and give his team some good minutes, and he does. He's quickly replaced, though, by Chris Jones. Under a minute left to go here. Second quarter of play. Let's see if the Lions decide they want to hold it for the last period. Now 9 going to try a 3. This one short. Rebound underneath. Goes to Tyler Ward. Got a chance to pull his team within 5 with a deuce. Ward barks out the orders. Under 40 seconds left to now. Now near side will be Chafe. Handoff Ray. Ray's the guy to watch. He can create his own shot off the dribble. Hendricks catches it in the paint, takes a couple of dribbles, spin move down low, closely guarded, kisses it off the glass. No good. Rebound underneath, goes to the Lions. 20 seconds left to go here, second quarter of play. Mine got the nice dipsy-do last time out, trying to get another one. Under 10 seconds left to go on the clock. 25-18 your score. Mine dribbles near side, takes a couple of dribbles. 6 seconds left to go. Now hands it off to Bailey. Fade away, 2 on its way, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and they'll actually stay at this end of the floor with the Lions.
1.5 left. See, if these kids had some hops, one of the things I do right off the inbound, just throw it at the rim, see if anybody can tap it in. But it looks like we got a foul right here.
We're actually going to have a foul down low that was committed. It might have been an offensive foul against Lansing. So Tyler Ward will toe the line with 1.5 seconds left to go. Second quarter of play. This team trails 25-18.
If you can get 2 right here and be down 5, that's a definite momentum boost coming in that half.
Ward is 6'2", gets the front end of the 1-and-1, inches closer to that Lion lead. Man, they needed this in the last closing minutes of the second quarter. They were starting to fade away fast. Ward takes a couple practice dribbles, bends the knees, overhead shot on its way. Good, pulls his team within 5. 1.5, desperation heave by Maine on its way, and it hits off the front. Out of the iron. That one was about as close as can be, though.
I was looking at it, and the ball was tracking. All of a sudden, when you see the basket, getting closer, you're like, that thing's got a chance. And off the back of the iron.
Had a chance indeed. Just a reminder that Danny Zeck Ford has been a fixture in Leavenworth County for decades. Derek and Dustin Zeck are the third generation, and Zeck serving Leavenworth and Kansas City car shopping. At Zeck Ford in Leavenworth, Kansas, they not only believe in treating every customer special, but practice it as well. The goal is to make you feel comfortable while you are purchasing your new or pre-owned vehicle. Stop by anytime at 4501 Main Street or call 800-394-1650. And of course, shop the entire inventory online 24/7 at dzford.com. Well, you're listening to 810varsity.com. Our score at the half, 25-20. Just a reminder, follow live brackets and watch games online at 810varsity.com, the new home for Kansas City High School sports. Like 810 Varsity now, buckle your seatbelts, and a new redesign is set to launch in a few weeks. Team and league pages, full sports coverage from football to soccer to wrestling. And of course, no one brings more games live online than 810varsity.com. Over 175 broadcasts in the fall, and even more ahead this winter, live or archived. Watch the games online at 810varsity.com. Once again, your score at the half, 25-20. We'll be with you at the other end of halftime. My name's Amber Lynn, joined alongside by Andrew Hammond. Lansing on top. Welcome into 810varsity.com. Your score at the half here from Topeka-Seaman High School, 25-20 in favor of the visiting Lansing Lions. My name is Aaron Berlin, joined alongside this evening by my color commentator, Andrew Hammond. Andrew, this one's been a good one throughout, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely been a good one. It's been a fast-paced one. I have to tell you, but one of the things I am impressed by with Lansing is the fact that they're going on the road in a tough atmosphere. I mean, this has probably been one of the loudest gyms I've heard all season long, as you can tell with the band going on. Yeah, the band and the student section, but one of the things I am impressed by is the fact that they've kept their poise on the road. And really, when they could have been knocked on the ropes, they came back up off the mat, so to speak, and started slugging away and really dominated, you could say, maybe 7 minutes of that second quarter.
Well, what do they always say? Low ceiling, small gyms, you get loud. It'll be Lansing ball coming out of the break, 7:52 left to go, third quarter of play. Miller gets it, left elbow now, kicks it back out to Mine, guarded by Butch Ray. Swings it up top near side to be Gree. Bounces it down low to Miller. Takes one step, a hip and a hop, and he puts up a shot, and he can't get it to fall.
Oh, but that was just a beautiful play by Miller. I mean, calling for the ball. I mean, that is textbook big man drills. I mean, he called for the ball, got it, and had a great steal on the turnaround. He just couldn't get the ball. He couldn't get the shot to go in, but he does go to the line.
Sean Wyatt picked up the first foul. Miller's first free throw is up and good. Hendricks now with 2 personal fouls. First team foul here in the half for the Vikings. Second one by Miller on its way. What was a 5-point deficit at the half has now grown to 7. 27-20 your score. 7:38 left to go. Third quarter of play. Ray brings it up, going against Mine. Left wing now. Swings it up top to Colombo. Colombo down to Hendricks. Going to try a 12-footer from Colombo. He gets the bucket and closes this lead to within 5.
Yeah, and those mid-range jumpers, they weren't getting to go in early on. That's definitely some good confidence for the Vikings to start the second half.
Now Decker drives to the hoop, and he steps out of bounds with a left foot just outside the painted area. He'll turn the ball over once again. 7:17 left to go, third quarter of play. 27-22 is your score here at Topeka-Seaman High School. Butch Ray races it across the timeline and gets past the Viking right at midcourt. Ray now stumbles back a little bit after being guarded by Lucas Mine. Now to be Ward near side, hands it off to Miller. 12-footer on the way, hits off the front iron, no good. Hendricks, rebound underneath, spin move, can't get it to fall, but he's fouled. They got Mike Miller on the foul.
Yeah, and just really didn't block out on that one, and that was all Mike Miller right there. Just kind of going up with the guy on that play. Should have blocked him out. Then he would have had a good steal and been able to get the basketball.
Indeed he would have. 6:56 left to go here. Third quarter of play, 27-22 though. Hendricks' first one rattles in. Khalil Bailey will check back in for the Lions. He replaces number 22, Cameron Decker. Decker, a two-sport athlete, also played football. Of course, Lansing had a pretty good team this year as well. You saw that game as well.
Yeah, I was very impressed by what they did against a very, very tough Basin Linwood team.
Hendricks can't get the second one to fall, so it remains a 4-point advantage for the Lansing Lions. Now working right to left. It'll be Mine up top, trying to swing it over to Bailey, and it goes off his left hand and into the stands. Turnover, though, for the Lansing Lions.
Yeah, just some miscommunication and a sloppy possession right there. Was one thing you want to do if you're up 4 and it's early on, and the crowd's starting to get back into it a little bit. You definitely need to start playing smart.
It'll be Miller now backing his man down. Can't get it. He was backing Jones down. Kicks it out to Ward. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound underneath. It's going to be taken by Ward as he gets it, and he falls over and stumbles over, actually, Isaiah Gree, the senior guard.
Are we going to get a foul, or are we...
Well, that's still to be decided.
Well, it looks like they're just going to call it out of bounds, or it's something ball. I'm confused now. No call by the officials. They just kind of said black ball.
6:22 left to go, third quarter of play. See what Lansing draws up here. Hines takes it right side now to left side, trying to get down to Jones, and it's poked away by Colombo. 3-on-2 for the Vikings. Colombo drives into the lane, puts up a high arcing shot, can't get it, rebound underneath, going to be taken away by Chris Jones. Jones, the senior forward, ripped that rebound down with authority. 5:59 now left to go. 27-23. 4-point advantage for the Lions. Gree out top to Mine. Drives in. Kicks it back out to Gree. Takes a shot on its way. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Isaiah Gree, after initially missing his first 4 3-pointers, has made his last 2, and he's got 8.
And Gree was getting a little excited, getting a little pumped up. Had Coach Briggs yelling at him, and that's where he gets for the miscommunication on that play.
And the man who makes the shot commits the foul against Tyler Ward. That'll be the second team foul of the half for the Lions. Second on Isaiah Gree. Just got to stop making those stupid touch fouls.
Yeah, and, you know, this has been a physical game so far, so late in the game, you know, you could see a few calls, even though they wouldn't be called early on. Just the fact that these two teams are playing so physical, you might see them later on in the game.
Ward tried a 12-footer and was tipped, going the other way for the Lions. Now to be Bailey, makes the move, and he traveled with it. Tyler Ward was the defender on it. It'll be a turnover, though, for the Lions.
Yeah, and just on the shove right there, really could have called it travel as well. Just kind of had the forearm shiver a little bit. But one of the things Lansing needs to do right now is kind of settle down their offense. Even though they have been playing at a high level, it's been efficient, but they're starting to fall off the tracks a little bit. And, you know, they're just lucky that they've gotten those. Actually, I got a little laugh for a sec, I'm sorry. But on that play, especially on the offensive end, you know, Lansing Seaman not coming up with the key shot that they need to get back in the ball game.
Ray drives it, kicks it out to Eglin. He's fouled. Chris Jones kind of went up and over him. Seaman's got to find some way to get some point production here in the second half. It's been slow. Ryan Colombo will inbound it for him. Right side of his own basket. 5 on the floor for the Vikings. It'll be Hendricks, Higley, Ray, as well as Tyler Shea. Now down low to Colombo, backing his man down, picks up his dribble, going to kick it back out to Shea. Shea looking down low, gets it to Colombo, and a foul going against Bailey once again.
And see, on that play, he could have easily just kind of let him get the ball. He was going to get that double team anyway. You just kind of force himself in there, and that's something you definitely don't want to do, especially down low.
4:15 left to go. Entry pass now, down low to Higley, backing his man down, puts a shot up, and they got a foul against Clay Young.
I'm trying to figure out where that. I was looking on here on our monitor, and I did not see anything that kind of constituted as a foul.
Well, maybe he just got those hands on Clay Young, got his hands directly right up in the air, and maybe he just had him at maybe a 45-degree angle or something like that.
Well, you know, the refs do have a better vantage point than we do, but I still have to say that, based on the sake of an argument, I'll say I'm still right.
Sean Higley gets his first one to fall, inches the lead to within 6. 4:45 left to go here, third quarter. Higley bends the knees, this one on its way. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That one was a little bit more crisper. 30-25 your score, 5-point advantage for the Lions. Lions now working right to left to be Decker, swings it around the horn they go. Line now back up top to Decker. 4:32 left to go. Now Young back over to Mine. Good ball movement this time for the Lions. Now back out top to Bailey, guarded by Ray. Young thought about a 3, decided not to. Right-handed dribble inside the paint, hands it off to Bailey in the foul, and 2.
That was great ball movement. I would have liked to see a little more movement with guys off the ball, but that was still a great rotation. And you just find that open guy, he goes to the basket and gets it up and in for 2.
Khalil Bailey got it to kiss in. 4:20 left to go, third quarter of play. 7-point advantage for the Lions. They slowly built this lead up. Remember, they trailed all of the first period.
Yeah, they were playing very, very sluggish, and the crowd was into it. They've been into it a little bit this third quarter, but they are starting to quiet a little bit.
So Bailey toes the line, the first on its way, gets it, makes a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Eddie Hunt, a guy who got some good minutes in the first half, replaces number 44 and Mike Miller. He'll see his first action of the second half. 4:19 left to go, 33-25 your score. Butch Ray races it up, going against Devarian C. Now it's out to Higley, finds a streaking Ward now near side. Ward gonna put up a three on its way. A 2-point basket for Tyler Ward. 33-27, 6-point advantage. Sig now near side to Bailey and a foul underneath. And let's see who they got. I think they got Sean Higley. If so, that's his third personal foul of the day.
And it will be his third of the day. And right now, you know, if you are the Vikings, one of the things you definitely want to do is guard the open man. I mean, right when he put that up, it's like, yep, guard the open man, and we're going to get a timeout.
Yep, and a quick timeout on the way by Topeka-Seaman. They're seeing their chances of winning this one go up in smoke again. Yet to get a win yet this year. Hey, just a reminder, everybody, Corrections Corporation of America is proud to support the Leavenworth Pioneers webcast. CCA is America's leader in partnership corrections, operating over 60 facilities in nearly half of all the states. Learn more about CCA job opportunities at ccajob.com, where you can apply for a awarding position as a correctional officer, a nurse, or a teacher, just to name a few. Your next career could be in corrections with CCA. Visit ccajob.com today. That's ccajob.com. 3:48 left to go here, third quarter of play. Your score, 26-27 in favor of the Lansing Lions. They stormed out and increased what was a 5-point advantage now to a, what do you want to call it? Almost up to 10?
Yeah,
over 10. It's an 11-point advantage. Wow. They, you know, and at college, they really need to make you go past Math 101. I mean, they make you take Math 105, but let's be honest, that's not a real class.
Oh, you were preaching to the choir right there.
Well, the Lions poke it away, and on the ensuing possession, they turn it over. It'll stay at this end of the floor with the Vikings.
And for all you youngsters out there, Aaron Berlin, your academic advisor.
No, I wouldn't say academic advisor. Trust me, you don't want me to do that. That could end up very badly.
You better than me.
3:22 left to go, third quarter of play. 9-point advantage for the Lions, 36-27. Colombo going to try a three, and that one rattles home.
And that'll wake up the crowd a little bit. Now down 6. If you can get a stop here and get some points out of it, you know, you are right back in this ball game. Get the crowd back into it.
36-30. Clay Young tried to lob and turned it over. Here come the Vikings. It'll be Mason Miller, a hip and a hop, puts up a shot off the back iron, can't get it, rebound underneath. Gonna go the other way with the Lions.
It looks like it looks like we do have discussion. This one will get overturned. We don't need Mike Pereira for this one.
No, it's going to stay in line.
Okay, I guess we do.
2:48 left to go. Remember, the Vikings are in their home. White uniforms with red trim. For the Lions, wearing that nice, sleek black uniforms with red lettering. Pretty attractive uniforms, aren't they?
Yeah.
For both teams. Pretty classy look.
And I believe both teams are sponsored by Nike. I mean, I wish my high school was sponsored by Nike. I think we were sponsored by Adidas.
Wouldn't necessarily say sponsored more. That's who they choose to purchase. So Mike Miller with the lay-in. He gets it to fall. Sends only to 8. And quickly, we have a timeout by the Vikings, their second of the period.
Yeah, and just when you think they're going to get it on track, all of a sudden, you know, a couple of mistakes on the, you know, especially on the interior and on the baseline, and you know, you're staring at an 8-point deficit. And they can definitely get back in this ball game if they can just play smart, hit open shots, and force Lansing to go into hydroplane mode where they're going that up and down pace because they haven't been able to control it.
Indeed, they have not. But hey, let's take a quick second to hear a word from one of our sponsors. Get all your hometown and Leavenworth County news with the Leavenworth Times. Call for a subscription today or visit leavenworthtimes.com. Leavenworth Times covers Leavenworth, Lansing East, and the rest of Leavenworth County. Leavenworth Times is partnered with 18varsity.com. Hey, that's us, making it easier for all the fans and families of Leavenworth and Lansing High Sports to watch games online. Visit the leavenworthtimes.com today. 2:32 left to go, third period of play. Your score 38-30 in favor of the visiting Lansing Lions, trying to improve to 3-0 on the day. We're trying to look forward to a matchup tomorrow with Lawrence Free State High.
And that will be a nice atmosphere. Lawrence Free State
on a Saturday night game.
Saturday night, you know, hey, it's all right for fighting.
We're going to bring in all the cameras for that one.
Oh, we're going to have to.
We're going to have a one-camera angle, and now off the field, Lucas Mai dives for it. Butch Trey tried to come up with it, and actually Tyler Ward came away with it in the backcourt. 2:22 left to go. Mason Miller, 15-footer on its way. Yes!
And while we're talking about Saturday night, they need to come back to Friday night because guess what? They're down. Topeka-Seaman's down 6 now.
Yeah, and starting to climb their way back into it. Young swings it over to Greed, guarded by Ward. Now on the near side now. Greed picks up his dribble, puts it back on the floor. Back up top to Young. They swing it around. Now Bailey almost has it poked away, and Colombo gets fouled as he came down with it.
And we're going to get a foul. It looks like that is on number 23, Khalil Bailey. Yep.
Khalil Bailey had it poked away and then tried to steal it back away from Ryan Colombo.
Yeah, on that play, he could have gotten the basketball, but he just kind of went for the push. It was just enough contact for the referee to make a call. But, at this point, a three could kind of set this place on fire right now because the crowd is starting to get back into it once again.
Going within 3, that's for sure. 16 fouls on the visitors here to open up the second half. That could play a crucial role. Just 3 on the Vikings after they had over 10-plus fouls in the first half. 1:58 left to go. Viking ball. They'll inbound it on the far side, part of your screen. Butch Ray will bring it up wearing that brace on his right knee. Gets a screen by Ward. Now Ray looking near side, swings it off to Igler. Back up top to Ward. Entry pass down low to Miller. Corrals it going against Mike Miller. Puts up a 12-footer. He got it to fall.
And that was not easy. Had to corral the ball, then a face-up shot. That was just a beautiful play.
1:35 left to go, third quarter of play. 38-34. This one falls out the gun on the putback. Lucas Mine got it, but he couldn't get it before he was fouled. They'll go to the line for 2.
It looks like Mike Miller is actually the guy that's going to be going to the line.
It's been a battle of the Millers down low all night. Really has. Mike Miller and Mason Miller. Of course, Mike playing for the Lansing Lions, and Mason teaming up with the Topeka-Seaman Vikings. First one by Mike Miller on its way. Takes the scenic route, but finally finds its way through the hole. 1:31 left to go, third quarter of play. That lead has now been extended to 5 for the Lions. Miller with a chance to make it up to 6, though. Miller wearing the white Nike shoes with the black that peeks through. This one finds its way in, and he gets the bucket. The Viking ball 94 feet away as Lansing going to apply some full-court press. Butch Ray easily corrals it. He's going to be guarded by DeVarian C. Miller races it across the timeline, now working left to right. All right wing now is Ray. Swings it up top to Chafe. Chafe now left wing looking for something, doesn't have anything. Minute 15 left to go on the clock. Ward drives in, picks up his dribble, pivot foots out, now swings it off to Mason Miller. All right wing back up top to Ward for 3 on its way. Hits off the iron, no good, but the Vikings come up with a rebound. Now the entry pass down low to Hendricks. They can't get it. Now we're going to tick under a minute left to go, third quarter. Cameron Decker thought about a 3, fake shot, but down low to Miller. He gets the easy deuce.
And just a great play in transition right there. Fake the 3, had the mid-range. There was 3 shot opportunities that they had, didn't take it, but they got the good quality shot. Great transition offense by the Lions.
Well, now the lead's up to 8. Ray drives down, gets it into Hendricks, and a charge foul is called. Hendricks lowers the shoulder, and Clay Young hits the deck.
And that call will fire this crowd up. The Seaman crowd not too excited on that one. They just kind of sit there like, really, like not this. But this crowd from Lansing, they have traveled and they have been loud and they have been into it the entire ball game.
Indeed, they have. 30 seconds left to go on the period clock. 42-34 your score in favor of the visiting team, the Lansing Lions. It's been as close as 4 here in the third quarter. Around the horn they go, trying to kill some time. Lucas Mine has the ball up top, guarded by Butch Ray. Students for Seaman High on their feet, trying to woo their team back into this one. We'll tick under 9. Mine, isolation up top, now takes it left wing. Ray, now Mine, dribbles baseline, he gets the bucket. And that'll do it here in the first half. Desperation Eve on the way by Ward. No good. Well, 1 minute to the fourth quarter. It's a 10-point advantage for Topeka-Seaman, or for the Lansing Lions.
And right when the buzzer hit, you just saw every single member of that Lions team jumping off the bench, showing their boys some love. They played one heck of a quarter. It wasn't the prettiest, but not always the prettiest quarters are the ones that count. The ones where you kind of had to fight through the wars and kind of get kind of pick yourself back up. They've done that, and they have a 10-point lead.
Indeed they do. Hey everybody, Young Sign Company is a family-owned and operated business founded in 1978 by Gene Young. Whether indoor or outdoor signage, design, or printing, Young Sign Company has been the staple of quality signage in eastern Kansas. In fact, when 18 varsity wanted banners printed, there's only one call to make. Check out Young Sign Company online at youngsigncompany.com or call 913-651-5432. Once again, that's 913-651-5432.
And one of the keys heading into the fourth quarter, if you are Topeka-Seaman, the biggest thing is getting quality shots. Something they really, really lacked. And when they did get them, they just weren't hitting them. So getting the shot and hitting the shot. If you're Lansing, the thing you want to do is keep the pressure on them. Keep scoring. Exactly, just like that.
Lansing comes away with a steal as Clay Young pokes it away. Decker takes it right wing, now finds Green underneath the basket, kisses it off the window. Easy two for Isaiah Green. Cameron Decker quite has some assists tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah, and right now, I mean, you hate to say it early on, but the wheels are starting to come off for the Vikings right now. They got to get a big shot.
Well, it's a 12-point advantage, trying to work it around. Man-to-man defense this time. Or correction, they're going to a zone. 2-3 zone for the Lions. Now Higley inbounds. He got trapped by Young, and he double dribbled to be a turnover, and it'll go the other way for the Lions.
Yeah, and once they hit that zone, I mean, they hit the baseline. They're trying to figure out, okay, oh my God, what am I going to do with the basketball?
7:19 left to go, fourth quarter of play. 46-34 your score in favor of the visitors on the scoreboard, Lansing. Hine walks it across the timeline, taking every bit of time that he can. Decker will take it now left wing, dribbles a couple in, kicks it back out top. Free, gonna try a three, another one on its way, nothing for the bottom of the net.
And I hate to say it, but that may have been the nail in the coffin. Now 15.
Good job by Isaiah Green.
Or 14, excuse me.
His third three of the day. Now the man who makes the three comes up with a bucket of his own. Decker now driving down low with the right-handed floater, no good. Foul underneath though, let's see what they got. And by the silence in the crowd, it appears that'll be Viking ball. .6:41 left to go, fourth quarter of play here on 810varsity.com. Again, my name is Aaron Berlin, joined alongside by Andrew Hammond this evening. 49-34 your score. Lansing has really established themselves here in the second half, haven't they?
Yeah, one of the things that they did is put pressure and look for the open shot. Even though they had open shots, look for a quality shot. And really came from transition, offense, moving without the basketball, guys moving free. I mean, every time there was a pass, there was 2 or 3 guys moving around trying to create open space for everybody else.
Viking ball now to be Ward left wing. Takes a couple of dribbles in, 12-footer on its way. Too strong. Rebound underneath the Lions. 6:22 left to go, 49-34. 15-point advantage for the Lions. Young now left wing, swings it up top to Green. Takes a couple of dribbles in, picks it up. Now he's going to turn it over to the Vikings. Mason Miller came away with it.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left, Seaman has to start moving.
And they do. Now Green with another turnover. Hot Potato City here in Topeka. Now underneath is Kirill Bailey.
Looks like
and a
that's
foul underneath, and I think it's going to be a charge going against Lansing.
It looks like we have a push on Seaman, actually. I was looking for the charge on that one, too.
5:58 left to go, fourth quarter. Cameron Decker will check back in, as well as Mike Miller. They replace Isaiah Green as well as Clay Young. Rod Briggs wearing the gray shirt tonight with the red and black striped tie. Classy look, and the Lions are going to throw this one away. Khalil Bailey tried to track it down, but couldn't get there in time. They wanted a tip, but I don't think they're going to get one. If you want to trust the roof over your head, you need to trust your roofing company. Christian Brothers Roofing Company, you get years of experience and integrity. Don't wait until you know there's a problem. Contact us for a complimentary 16-point roof and gutter inspection at Christian Brothers Roofing. 816-453-ROOF or at Higley going to try a 15-footer. Yes! He got it. 49-36. Sean Higley for 2. 5:37 now, Lion ball. 49-36. Around the horn they go. Decker wide open for a 3. Doesn't take it. Pushes off Ward. Now Decker underneath. Hands it off to Miller. Down low to Jones. Nice lay-in.
Looks like they're going to give Miller the assist on that one. He just kind of bobbled it, and all of a sudden Jones picks it up. I mean, when stuff like that's happening, you know it's your night.
It was a hip and a hop, and a here you go. Look what I found.
I like that.
Now Vikings. Higley going to try a 15-footer this time. Can't get it. Rebound Lions. Couldn't repeat what he did last possession. 51-36 your score. Line brings it across the timeline just outside of the Viking. Guarded by Butch Ray. 51-36 your score. This one's starting to get out of hand. Decker dribbles in, kicks it out to Jones. Left-handed lay-in, no good. He's going to get fouled and go to the line for a couple.
And a bit of a delayed call, but they will issue the. Looks like they're going to issue the block.
4:45 left to go, fourth quarter of play. Clock stops with the free throw attempt by the senior and Chris Jones. Jones is 6'6", big boy out there. Him and really about Eddie Hunt, two of the bigger guys on this team.
Yeah.
Hunt is 6'7". He's a big boy too.
Ooh,
this one way off the map by Jones. It barely hits the glass.
Yeah, it hit the glass, and it wasn't like it hit the glass and came back. This thing kind of sailed a little bit to the side of the rim. I'm like, haven't seen that one in a while.
Jones composes himself. Second one on the way. This one just is off. Rebound Vikings underneath. 51-36 as we took under 5 minutes. Lumbo hands it up top to Ray. Ray hasn't really done anything this game. Hendricks now up top to Ward. Man-to-man defense this time for the Lions. 4:29 left to go. Now it'll be Mason Miller, right elbow. Back up top to Ward. Ward dribbles in. He's going to be a big block, but Jones playing with 2 fouls.
Looks like they're going to call that one on Decker for the push. Actually, it's going to be on Khalil Bailey. I thought they had actually called that one on Decker for a second.
Well, you corrected me. It's the third foul now on Bailey. 51-36, 4:23 left to go. Ward takes a couple practice dribbles, bends the knees, and this one hits off the front iron.
I think in that instance we kind of have to correct ourselves because I'm looking at the plan. I'm thinking, okay, that was Cameron Decker that got the call. But
yeah, indeed. Those numbers, those 22, 23s, and 1s all look alike.
Yeah, and when the referees flash them up like that, I mean, let's just blame the refs.
It's a big play. You got to make a call at once. Second one good for Tyler Ward. 4:19 left to go. 51-37 your score. Lansing possession. 4:15 left to go. Decker swings it up top. Now it'll be Clay Ward in the left wing. Left wing corner is Young. Swings it up top to Dante Gibson, who's checked in. Green now right wing. Swings it into Mike Miller, and a foul. And I believe they got Wyatt Hendricks.
And they've been kind of playing hands, playing a little hands game down there the entire night. So you knew eventually one of those guys was going to get called for that.
Indeed.
And it looks like that is his 5th in the night, so he will have a nice little seat on the bench.
Trying to look up the last time Seaman won the Centennial League in basketball. And looks like that was 1993. So it's been some time. Of course, they're more known for baseball here. They have a beautiful baseball field that sits to the left of the high school. Won it in 2010 and 2008 with those baseball teams.
Yeah, and great baseball tradition, and really you see, especially at the 5A level, Topeka-Seaman, Bishop Carroll from Wichita. I mean, you see those two schools going at it every single year.
Yeah, not to mention the baseball. The state champions in 2010 as well as 2009. So it's odd sometimes how that works out. You don't necessarily win the league, but wouldn't you much rather take home the state crown?
Yeah, I mean, in some leagues, I would say that it's harder winning your league than it is the state title. I mean, that's kind of like with the Centennial League in baseball. There's a lot of good baseball programs, kind of like the City League in basketball down in Wichita. It's harder to win the City League than it is the state tournament.
You and your Wichita obsession. Just never understand.
Oh, come on. Well, yeah, I'm from Wichita, so
You'll
I
find
think
any way to bring it into a broadcast.
Hey, I take a lot of pride in the City League. There's nothing wrong with that.
53-37, 3:37 left to go. Vikings looking for a score and really taking their time on this possession. It'll be Ray now left wing, dribbles it around a couple of times, and we have a timeout called by the Vikings. Oh no, it's an official timeout for a wet spot on the floor.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they didn't call that earlier. There were a couple of guys that had been slipping, especially on the far side of the floor throughout the game. So it took really till 3:27 left in the ball game to do that. Kind of poor by the officiating.
Collision and Repair, A&B CarStar has locations throughout Kansas City. Check us out online for the closest location at yourcarstar.com or call the Riverside location for more information. 816-741-6966. A&B CarStar is proud to be the title sponsor of 810varsity.com and sponsor high school sports year-round throughout the metro area.
And during that time, Clay Young got called for a foul that was not smarted on. Now it's his fourth on the night. The team's ninth. Ryan
Colombo, it's a fun last name to say, gets the first of two to fall.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Colombo the detective.
Let's just not associate with the Columbia, Missouri.
Oh, exactly.
Colombo's second one bends the knees, and this one really goes through.
Can we associate nothing with Missouri?
Well, I don't think Missourians would like that as this one goes out of bounds. I believe it will stay with the Lions. 3:21 left to go, fourth quarter of play as we are in the winding minutes of this one. Lansing came out firing in the second half. Remember, they trailed the entire first half. Clay Young takes a couple of dribbles and he's fouled by Colombo once again, so he'll go to the line.
Yeah, they trailed early on, and it seemed like we were talking about how they were getting knocked on the ropes a little bit, and they came back, slugged away, and that third quarter was very, very impressive. I mean, there was a stretch where it was just efficient ball movement every single time around, guys moving around, getting the open, the quality shots, and Seaman went cold. They went cold to start the third quarter, and it really haunted them for the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the second quarter, and what happens when you go ice cold? It's just hard to come back. Second one missed by Clay Young. Going to be Viking possession. Ward going to try a three. This one hits off the front iron. Streaking for it underneath was Colombo, and now a battle for it down low. Let's see who came up with it. Lucas Mine fell to the floor for it.
Well, it looks like we are going to get a foul, so this game will be extended just a little bit longer.
Indeed it will. 3:02 left to go, fourth quarter. Lucas Mine will go to the line once again. He's been at the line quite a bit today.
Yeah, especially in the fourth quarter. It seems like every time there's a play, he's been sticking his nose in there, and that's something you want to see out of your point guard. Somebody who's fearless, kind of can be the quarterback, but also kind of be a bulldog when it's needed.
Mine just starting to add to his point total as he gets the first of two there. Lansing has brought their cheerleaders just underneath the basket for Topeka-Seaman there on the opposite end of the floor. One thing I always liked about basketball was a good school spirit, it felt like. Football, you get good environments, but only at really the 5 and the 6A level.
Yeah.
Really, with basketball, you're going to have a great environment anyway.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, some of the 3A schools.
Tyler Ward drives to the lane and gets it to the kiss off the glass.
That was a great move right there. But before that, look at some of the great 2A powers. I mean, Silver Lake, especially in basketball, they have done an excellent job. And it goes back to the Lon Kruger days of winning, state championships and being real competitive. And then you also have another 5A power, McPherson, Kansas. Have you ever been to their place?
I have not.
Their gym kind of mimics the Roundhouse a little bit, and they do call it the Roundhouse. And the way theirs is shaped, it doesn't spread out in a circle, but it's all enclosed. So if you can get a rocking crowd in there, that's one of the loudest atmospheres I've ever been in.
And again, this Topeka-Seaman gym is a pretty cool one too. You walk in on the main level, and the gym is actually off to the left.
Yeah.
You don't walk in on the ground floor. You walk in where the top of the bleachers are, and you actually walk down. So the gym is actually sunken down a little bit. It's actually below where the school is, which is pretty neat.
Oh, I love an atmosphere like that where it's kind of like a pit type atmosphere. I mean, sometimes you have some of that stuff where you have everything all spread out, and you don't get the acoustics that you would in a gym like this, where everything's low. I mean, they're making so much noise with the drums over there, all of a sudden it's just coming back down, and there's no echo. It's just loud, loud, loud.
It is a pretty small gym, though, if you want to put it that way, which is good because it's kept a lot of the sound in, and it's made it to you and I sometimes where I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's how it has been. I mean, it was pretty loud for the girls' game. That was before this game.
Yeah, and I mean,
and they got about half the crowd that we have here for the men's.
And they're down 14 points right now, but a rock concert just broke out during that timeout.
Yeah, you know, a lot of high school bands are starting to go with the electric drums.
Yeah.
A lot of the pep bands do it as well. It does add a little bit something to the music.
Yeah.
And it gives more people a chance to be involved in the band, which is what it's all about.
And there's no sandstorm.
No, we're not at Bramlage Coliseum. Well, the Vikings will get a turnover now, and they'll work from left to right. Right now, hands it off, gonna three-pointer on its way. It's off the front iron for Colombo, and now Lucas Mine tries to save it, and now a player in the front of the stands trying to say that, what's going on here, buddy? I'm still in the stands, you know. I'm not being white, but I'm not playing.
Well, I mean, that was great effort on both plays. And you have to love the students right now. They're still, even though they're down 14, that's the spirit of college, of high school basketball.
Well, we're not at the college level just yet. We're close, though. A lot of these kids are seniors and juniors. They'll be there soon enough.
And you'll be their academic advisor.
Exactly. Well, I don't think they want that. 2:17 left to go, and the Vikings get a turnover. Down low now, battling for it was Clay Young. He's came up and he holds his palms out like, what did I do?
Well, we got pulled on that play, so I was trying to figure out why did they call that? Just let it go.
This has been a very touchy second half. Both teams are over 10 fouls apiece.
A game attack broke out in the second half. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, really.
If you're the refs, there's nothing wrong with it.
56-42 your score, 14-point advantage for the Lansing Lions. They look stellar here in the second half. Really, the last couple minutes have kind of dragged on here in this one as both teams have had ample opportunities to go to the line. Mason Miller will toe the line, takes a couple of practice dribbles, holds the ball at his waist, takes a deep breath, bends the knees, and this one through. Now it's a 43-56 game. I did think that Lansing came out in the first half, and I thought they were a little sluggish. I thought they were, when the game got close, they really turned it on, though. A couple of threes by Isaiah Gree really kept them in the game and got them up and over the hump eventually.
Yeah.
But they're going to live and die by his three-pointers, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things that I am impressed by with Topeka-Seaman is they're going to make some teams sweat in the Centennial League. I mean, that's probably one of the second best leagues in the state, along with the Sunflower League up in Kansas City. I mean, they're going to give Manhattan, Junction City, Topeka, Hayden, Highland Park. You know, Highland Park just plays in a league of their own, but if Topeka-Seaman can get them here, because they will get them here, I believe that's going to be in February. If they can get them here, give them a run for their money, you never know what can happen.
Follow live brackets and watch games online at 810varsity.com, the new home for Kansas City high school sports. If you like 810 Varsity now, buckle your seatbelts as the new redesign is set to launch in a few weeks. It's an exciting time here for us at 810varsity.com.
Yeah, I am definitely loving it. I'm definitely love being a part of the 810 Varsity family, especially doing games with you. We've been doing games with each other for about the last 3 years, so the fact that we're getting paired with 810 Varsity
and of course,
is better.
there's a chance that all comes to an end here in January.
No, because you've accepted a job with the Tampa Bay Rays as a well, you say it. You go ahead and talk about it.
This broadcast isn't about me. But a foul is committed inside the three-point arc. As Lucas Mine will go to the line once again. Now the fans chanting, they want Peter. See if he gets a chance to see some action. First one by Mine, up and good through the net. 1:33 left to go, fourth quarter of play. This one pretty much sealed We're signed, sealed, and delivered for the Lansing Lions. All we pretty much have to go through now is emotions, right?
Yep, yep. The butter is cooling and the jello is jiggling on this one. And guess what? We have a nice Saturday night game down at Lawrence Free State between the Lions and the Firebirds.
Indeed we do. That should be a good one. It'll be close to home, too. Tyler Ward tries a three, no good. Shafe calls a timeout as the ball goes out of bounds, and you can't call a timeout as you're leaping out of bounds.
Changed that rule. I believe that around in 2009, it was in the college level at the beginning of 2008, but everybody pretty much adopted that rule in 2009.
And I'm waiting for the high school game to adopt the arc that goes underneath the basket. I think if it's going to be at one level, it needs to be at all of them.
Well, see,
so that these players can start adjusting to it.
I understand, but I have to disagree with you. I think the charge is it takes away the judgment call. I mean, you basically, if the guy's in the arc, then it's a charge, no matter what. I mean, I understand it's a safety issue, but that has been a judgment call for the longest time. And you really take the officials out of the game.
Foul is called on number 21. Delaney Heigert. Khalil Bailey will go to the line. Bailey's first one rims in and out, no good. So it's a 14-point advantage for the Lions. Still a chance for the Vikings to get back in this one.
Yeah, if they just got to hit some threes. Hit some threes, play some defense, and pray.
Just how some things go their way. Well, second of two missed free throws there. Butch Ray drives up near side. Now a three on its way. No good. Rebound underneath. Lions. And I think they're going to call the dogs off this time. Oh, and now Colombo comes up with it, and a foul on the back by Lucas Mai. Come on, son. You got to have better IQ than that to the foul over the back.
And Coach Briggs for the Lions is calling a timeout. He is not happy at all. And that was just a sloppy possession. Figured they were just kind of waiting for the foul, but they just stole the ball from them.
This one has really dragged on here in the last 4 minutes. The game was moving at a fast pace, but it slowed once all these teams had these fouls.
Yeah, and this is what we call delaying the inevitable right now.
1:04 left to go here, fourth quarter of play. Students up on their feet. 59-45 your score. Fourth period of play. Both teams have over 10 fouls apiece. Hey everybody, Citizens National Bank has sponsored the Leavenworth Invitational since 1995. Citizens National Bank is a family-owned, independent financial services organization with a strong commitment to the communities which they serve. Locations with 24-hour ATMs in Leavenworth and Lansing, as well as an online banking system. Citizens is a proud sponsor of both Leavenworth and Lansing webcasts this season. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC. Colombo goes to the line, bends the knees, and the first one is a line drive, and it falls out of the rim.
It was in and out again, Finnegan. That's what we call that.
There's a rim on that, or there's a lid on that rim today.
Yeah, I mean, it's been there since about the end of the second quarter. About midway through, they just couldn't get anything to go in.
Colombo's second one tickles the twine, and he'll add one to a stat sheet. 59-46 your score, and now a foul is committed. It'll be two shots. Let's see what they got as we're just now under a minute at 59 seconds. Cameron Decker will go to the line, the senior. Mentioned earlier that he plays football as well, and Lansing had quite the football season.
Yeah, they did have a heck of a football season. I actually got to see them one time.
I got to see him in that good Baser Linwood Lansing game.
Yeah, and I was very impressed with both teams. The Lions made the Bobcats sweat a little bit in that one, but of course, Baser Linwood just a monster in 4A. But of course, they could not get that elusive state title that has kind of ruined their hopes and dreams the last few years.
No, they haven't been able to get to that one. They've had some unfortunate losses in the playoffs. Now the Vikings near side now, kick it back out to Ward. Ward made some move, gets easy to the lane, and that one too strong off the iron. And did they get a tie-up or they get a foul?
They got a foul, so guess what? We're still here.
10 seconds ran off the clock that time.
Yeah, but that missed layup was really kind of the microcosm and the highlight of the night, if you wanted to describe the evening for Topeka-Seaman.
You know, I will say one thing that is great at the high school level that you don't necessarily get at the college or the professional level. You always have that fan support. No matter the record,
definitely.
the gyms are almost always full. We had a great turnout tonight at Topeka-Seaman. The students were into it from the beginning. We had a great atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
For the first 3 quarters of this thing.
And they've been into it, you know, seeing the, I was going to call them walk-ons for a second, but seeing the JV guys who can only play, by state rule, can only play 2 quarters in JV ball. So they get their fun in JV, and they kind of hope to get that moment where they can kind of show their stuff on the varsity level.
Get the second where they shine, and another foul is called. The refs certainly have not, you know, just shied away from blowing the whistle.
They're handing them out like parking tickets right now.
And I get a lot of those. Under 50 seconds left to go. 47.7 seconds left to go on the clock. Vikings will toe the line down 61-46. It looked good those first 2 quarters, but I think fatigue finally caught up with them.
Fatigue and the athleticism of Lansing. I mean, these guys were just flying around. You could really kind of start to tell in the second quarter, you know, Seaman was flying around with them, but they were just running out of gas.
Nolan Versuli's at the line. The second one too strong off the back iron. This one stay with the Lions. Under 45 seconds left to go, and I think the Vikings have called off the Dogs. Lansing still looking to score, though. 2-3 zone for the Vikings. That'll be Gree up top. Swings it over to Decker, over to Mai. 25 seconds left to go, and we have a timeout.
And we're going to just get a substitution timeout to take the starters out and get some of the other JV players that they're probably getting their first time, you know, their first time out there getting some clock.
5 out, 5 in, as this one is in the final second. 26 seconds left to go on the clock. 61-47 your score. You're on 810varsity.com. Again, my name Aaron Berlin. Joined alongside by my buddy this afternoon, Andrew Hammond. We had a good one early and often, but I think the fouls and the fatigue finally caught up with Topeka-Seaman.
And one of the things I'm loving right now is Nathan Hawley with the long sleeves. You rarely see that at the college or even high school level, or even NBA level. Long sleeves. You don't see that on the court these days. I love it.
You really don't, and it's a classy look. Vikings come down with the rebound, and away they go, working left to right. Under 10 seconds left to go. Good defense so far. Now we're under 2 seconds, and they're not going to get a shot off, and they are. 3 on the play.
It's good.
Got it. Nice shot by Taylor Zukowski. Waited all game to call that one, and I finally do.
And they're Tebowing. Classic.
Final score from Topeka-Seaman High School. Lansing Lions come away with a victory, 61-50 over the Topeka-Seaman High Vikings. They've fallen to 0-4 for the Lions. They advance to 3-0 in the year.
Yeah, and they played tough, and they got some talent. Like I said, they're going to give the Centennial League a run once they start league play. But we have finished our 2-day tour of Lansing High School basketball, or day 1.
We began our 2-day tour. We haven't finished it. We're just underway, my friend.
Yeah, and I cannot wait for tomorrow night's game. That'll be a fun atmosphere down at Free State.
Just a reminder, full live brackets and watch games online at 810varsity.com, the new home for Kansas City high school sports. If you like 810 Varsity now, once again, buckle your seatbelts and get ready. A new redesign is set to launch in a few weeks. Teams and league pages, full sport coverage from football to soccer to wrestling. And of course, no one brings more games live online than 810varsity.com. Over 175 broadcasts in the fall and even more ahead this winter. Live or archive, watch the games online at 810varsity.com. For Andrew Hammond, and a special thanks to Eric Armstrong this afternoon for our video production. Bringing you all the highlights, and the live video feed is great. My name's Aaron Berlin. We say goodnight here from Topeka-Seaman High School. Final score, Lansing wins this one 61-50 over the Topeka High Vikings.